Okay, so we are going to be talking about something that is near and dear to us here. We are going to be talking about Westfield Mall leaving San Francisco. It's like their only mall in downtown. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, it's definitely everywhere at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, it is everywhere at this point. It is so. I will give you this statistic here. The mall had cited a huge drop in foot traffic. So, did you hear about this? What do you know the percentage?
No, I don't know percentage.
So, it is down. I believe it's down 55% since 55% since 2019.
Okay,
so,
that's fair enough,
yeah, that's a lot of like a very huge decline of that. And I will say that it is, I know we've talked about this recently in our podcast about just the businesses around this area are all leaving. And if this mall is seeing huge downsides. They're not getting the traffic they used to get. All the businesses are leaving.
Yeah. I think it's a landslide effect because originally Nordstrom was leaving. They're like, we're out of here. And that's one of the biggest tenants at that mall. 5 stories of just Nordstroms. Them leaving, I think, prompted them to be like, okay, this is this is not sustainable. Like, who are we gonna get to fill that? Like, as soon as they left and had this huge gap, it's gonna make their mall look even worse.
Yes, it is.
And then because as long as they have their biggest tenants, they could probably make it somewhat by, scrape by. But as soon as the biggest tenants leave, the hole is so large that I don't think there's any coming back from it.
No, I don't think so either. And actually, another one of their biggest tenants is leaving.
Oh, another one?
Yes. So. You probably already heard about this. It's kind of breaking at the moment, but it's gonna be like new in the news like right away.
What is it?
Century Theaters in the mall is leaving too, which is another huge hole.
Yeah, so they're like, are they leaving because the mall's leaving, or is the mall leaving because everybody else is leaving?
They're saying that they're citing they're citing that the foot traffic is not what it used to be, which makes sense. If you're overall thinking that the foot traffic on this mall is down like over 50%, then it just makes sense. Why have your business there? Why have your theater there? No one's coming. No one's going to be going. I actually was on a couple of I was seeing the comments on some of these videos of the news reporting on it, and people were like, "Oh, that used to be my favorite theater because I would go there and there would be no one there." So we're recording this on like a Wednesday, and they are showing their last movies on today actually.
Thursday.
Today's Thursday for us. They're showing the last movies today.
And really?
They're closing tomorrow.
No way. That fast?
Yeah. They're closing right away. Yeah,
they're like, we're out of here.
Yeah, they're packing up and they're leaving.
That's insane.
Yeah, so it's kind of crazy to think about it.
I mean, like okay, to be honest, I did like hear slightly that like they were gonna leave, but then like I didn't realize
it was so soon. Yeah,
they're like, you guys can catch the beginning. Like, actually, I don't think Flash comes. The Flash comes out tonight. Maybe they have Flash.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Yeah, so
done.
It was interesting because I was just watching a video right now of this guy saying it's like I'm trying to use the last credit on my Century Theaters, and then because I guess he lived in the city, but then he's going to over there. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. It's kind of crazy because that mall itself, like you go more than like a few miles out and you have Westfield Valley Fair, which is arguably thriving. Yeah, where they're putting a lot more money in.
They expand. They have a whole new expansion. They have the super luxury spots.
Yeah, they have their own movie theater too.
They have multiple movie theaters. Did you know that?
Oh yeah.
They have actually like 3. I think the AMC's still there. I don't know if the AMC's still there, but there's the AMC used to be there. They have a Cinemark and a Cinelux.
The interesting thing about this too is that Westfield had mentioned that their long-term plan is to exit the U.S. market.
Really?
Yeah, which is interesting.
Completely,
I thought it was interesting because I was like, well...
Like, why?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe foot traffic is down overall, within the mall space, but at the same time, it's like, I think that most areas are still probably recovering, but with San Francisco, I think it might be a little different because of like the crime and like the area itself.
Yeah, I think the crime definitely is playing. I think it's definitely the foot traffic, as in like, we'll go into it in a second, but basically the city priced itself out, and as people are not returning to work, it's definitely becoming like a whole thing where it's a spiral effect, and SF is like the perfect storm of like everything that's negative is all happening to this city, and there is really no like clear way to get through this whole thing.
The one good thing though, IKEA's coming there. IKEA's coming, but I mean not to that specific part, but no, it's a what people say, it's a death loop. It's caught in a death loop there. But yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, because I do also have fond memories of that. I was like, that's probably like the best mall in the area, or used to be the best mall in the area, because it's like it's definitely more grandiose. Like it's definitely a spectacle or a thing to do. Like, oh, I'm gonna go to SF and let's go visit the mall because it's so like it's like really nice for my like memory of it. My like my rose-colored glasses of it, and now it's probably not at all the same.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. The thing I did want to say was that it is. I do have fond memories of it too. It used to be one of the like landmark things to go see. The Nordstrom itself was a landmark within itself, and then it became like everything's just gone now. That whole area has a huge hole.
Really? Yeah, I haven't visited past after 2019. I think the last time I went was prior because because I used to go to the city like semi often.
Fairly, I
remember. But so then because we would grab. Well, we a few times. A few times, but then like now I'm like, well, my memories of the city are completely different now because it's like of a different time and a different place. So I feel like if I went back to like, instead of just like a trans tour, like just to do like one or two things and like actually walked through and like looked at it, I think it'd be like a different city. Yeah, you're there more often, so like you might know.
No, it's honestly very different. I mean, like it looks so barren now because like first off, like the tourism isn't back. The Forever 21, that huge one. By the way,
really? It's gone?
All gone. Yeah, all like a lot of stores are gone. By the way, there's only like a few stores left there. Yeah, I think overall though, San Francisco is a hard place to be at the current moment. There's a lot of new initiatives that they're trying to bring in, but overall it is not working. So it's kind of like a wait and see at this point to see what happens. But it's crazy. Honestly, this story is being covered by a lot of places, especially because someone as big as Westfield leaving, and I didn't even bring up the hotels near the area too. Oh, that like they're like we're not gonna pay the rent, or we're not gonna pay the mortgage, and so it's kind of crazy what's happening.
Wait, Twitter's in SF, right?
No, Twitter's not paying their rent either.
Yes, that is a huge story. So, Twitter's like, we're not paying.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So
what do you mean you're not paying? You're telling people coming back to office, but you're not paying them rent? What the heck?
They're not paying it anywhere. They're not paying it in Singapore. They're not paying it in offices overseas.
They're not paying for, I think they had Google service. They're not paying for that either. That's different. This is
different. They're based in San Francisco. Their home base is in San Francisco. Occupancy is down 30%. That spiral. Okay,
we need a button.
Okay, I'm good. Are you good? Okay. But there's one last thing to this story too. I don't know if you've heard. No. Also, this is in regards. There's someone else who also might leave.
Really?
If they don't do something quick.
Breaking news?
Yeah. If they don't do something quick.
This is the last minute gang.
Yeah, if you guys are stuck around, you guys are gonna find out that the people who are leaving are the people who are not subscribed. So make sure you like and hit that subscribe button, and hopefully you guys don't leave either. So that's
that was it.
That's the last thing I got. I was trying to remember. It's like.